Hi, welcome. This is Krystal Guidance. Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe, like, and share this channel and comment below. I love reading your comments and let me know what resonates with you. This reading is for February 14th through the end of February. Happy Valentine's Day for those of you who celebrated. And remember, this may or may not resonate with you. Take what works and leave what doesn't. And check your moon, sun, and rising sign. And remember, I always say this, not to give your power away. Don't give your power away to the cards, to me, or to any other readers on this site. You have the power to control your destiny. This is simply a snapshot of what's going on in your life. And you and only you have the power to control your life. And you do that by changing your thoughts and your actions, and that will create different results. If you'd like a personal reading, please see the information below, and I would love to do a personal reading for you. And I'm super excited because at the end of February, if you'd like to meet me in person, I am offering an intuition course in Southern California, and I would love to meet you in person. The information and link to the event is below. So thank you again for being here on my channel. Lots of love to you, and let's get started. Okay, Libra, February 14th, the end of the month. What is going on in your love life? Libra, mid-February through the end of the month. Libra, what is going on in your love life? Libra, love life. Libra, looks like you are finally letting go, or you've gotten to the place where you've let go of somebody from your past. You've kind of gotten to the point where enough is enough. I'm not letting this person linger. I'm not letting this person take advantage of me. I'm not letting this person control me anymore. I'm just, ready to finally move on. I see in the present moment you are being open about your love, about your feelings. You're making the romantic gesture. I see what's coming up for you is that you're going to see some truths about somebody, some truths that maybe were not shared in the past, and be able to make a decision that's right for you. And what I like about this progression here is that you've gotten to the place where your life is not all about this one person. You've come to a place where you can, you just realize that I want to love. And if this person's not the right one for me and they don't love me back the way I need to be loved, then great, let me move on. And I see you really able to do that. And what I see coming up for you is having that passion in your relationship. Creating more passion, allowing your heart and soul to sing with joy. And focusing on children. There might be, if it's your children or children around you, or perhaps if you're in a relationship, you're thinking about children. You're focusing on extending your love to more than one person. What I see as, things are happening very soon for you, Libras. I see kind of a quickening for you. I know sometimes if you were in a relationship that wasn't quite the one, or you were pining over somebody that didn't quite love you back, it kept you bondage for a long time, which means it took you a long time to move forward and move on. And so what I see here, what the angels are telling me, is you're finally realizing that I'm not going to hold my energy tied to somebody who can't give me what I want or can't give me what I desire. And so you're open, you're quickening the pace. It's like you're kind of pushing the next button, and not pushing the next button as in like to hell with you, I'm moving on next. But it's more of, okay, this isn't right. I'm moving on. So what I see is very soon you're going to be getting to the next stage of your relationship. So it's either progressing in this particular relationship, or moving on to a new one, or just letting this past one go and feeling like, okay, I'm done with this person, and I'm open to somebody who truly loves and cares about me the way I deserve. Because again, as you were waiting for this other person, you weren't available. You didn't allow yourself to be available. What the angels are warning you about is let go of the feeling that the person you've been with or the person you're with is the one. Because what that does is it ties you to them, but it doesn't allow the other person to change, or it doesn't allow the other person to grow. So sometimes, you know, like I know I've had, I had a man one time who was psychic, and he came to me, and he was a very good psychic, but he's like, you know, we are soulmates and we had past lives together and we're meant to be together. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, it might be good to have a first date at least. So he was so attached and kind of skipped the whole phase of getting to know me. And you know, it's like, dude, really? This is kind of reminding me of that. It's not, you know, yes, this could be the one, but you know what? If they don't pull the trigger, or they don't do the right things, or they don't act the right way, or they can't pull their shit together, then they're not the right one. Doesn't matter how much chemistry there is, how much past life stuff, no matter how much you're meant to be together, if they're not pulling it together, then it's just not going to happen. So you're finally saying, all right, I'm done. I can see what's going on. I'm going to let it go. And I see you staying optimistic about your love life. I see you staying optimistic about your love life. So for you Libras, and I know you've been waiting, for some of you, and you've been kind of tired of all this, you know, of the stuff from the past. And what this is telling me is you're kind of at the end of it. Still a little bit more, but you're actually, as you step into this space here where you're really honest with your feelings, and what I see here, and I hope I'm explaining myself right, is you're sharing. It's kind of, you're all in. You're not holding back. You're all in. You're saying, look, I love you. I care about you. I want to be with you. I this, I that. Meanwhile, you are not giving up your power and giving that person everything that, even if they haven't earned it. So you're saying, I want to be with you. And if they don't match you there, then now you feel good about saying, okay, bye. Let me open up to what's really right for me, which is somebody who also sees that I'm the person they want to be with. For those of you who are single, it is important for you to let go of control issues and to just pay attention to signs. Pay attention to signs. So if there's nobody around you, and somebody comes up to you, just be cautious. Be cautious. You don't want to let anybody in who reminds you of an ex or who's going to repeat those old patterns. Just pay attention to, so, you know, and again, as I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, angels, what are you trying to tell me? Because it seems contradictory. You know, it's really about being honest with yourself, and you know if someone's right for you or if someone's not right for you. Being honest with yourself without holding yourself back. It's like being fully in the present without getting vested in the results. Enjoy life without trying to make anything happen. You know, just kind of like, all right, well, I mean, I see some, you know, issues. This person may not be right for me. I'm not going to dump them. I'm not going to, you know, say, you know, I'm not going to go out with you. I'll check it out and give it a shot. And, but I'm not going to give you all of my heart. Unless I feel it. Unless I know it. For those of you who are in couples, you may have come from out of a period where there was some disagreements, some arguments, some separation. I do see you reconciling with this person. Or there may be someone that comes from the past back to you that maybe is stirring up a little romantic feeling in you. What I see you doing, Libra, is you're with a, you know, again, this is just for those of you who are in a relationship. It's you may not have been 100% happy with the relationship, or may not have been, there may have been some stuff that just isn't quite working for you. Perhaps your communication's off, or your sex life is off, or you're not spending the quality time together, whatever it is. And I do see that you have spent some time focusing on how to transform this relationship. So I see the relationship kind of coming around to match that. And it really started with you enjoying life, you bringing the fun, you bringing the romance, you bringing that passion. And for some of you, if there is someone in the past that's kind of coming around, if anything, it's that he's there or she's there to bring out the things, that the aspects of love that you enjoyed. So it's reminding you of that so you can bring that to your current relationship. For those of you who are in limbo, I do see past life relationship and I see true love. So for those of you who are not quite sure if you are in a relationship, perhaps this person is just kind of hanging around, or they're not consistent, or they ask you out and then you don't hear from them for a week. You know, no exclusivity, that kind of stuff. I see there's definitely a connection. There's a comfort there. You want to be with this person. They want to be with you. I see that past life. And just, you know, there's just a bond. Like I see a deep bond with you, and that this might be true love for you. This might be the romance of a lifetime. This might be something that will progress into something real and deep and love. So I see those of you who are in limbo, you're wondering, this looks good for you. This looks good for you. And the advice card I get for you is, you know, talk about your differences. Talk about your differences, because it looks like that may have kept you from being together in the past. So being open with each other about things that are important, your values, your lifestyle, your jobs, maybe the city that you live in, all those things that are different. Your upbringing, your spiritual path, all that stuff that makes you different, that might be putting a wedge, or might have in the past put a wedge between you, maybe cultural differences. Bring those up, discuss that, because I do see you able to work through them. Advice for singles, you know, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So what this is saying is, you know, you may have come out of, you know, relationships that didn't quite work, and you're like, I learned my lesson, I'm never again. And what this is telling me is don't go to the never again space. Don't make a rule based on one person's actions. And, you know, so if somebody, say, had a child, and they kept you at bay because they blamed it on, well, I'm focused on my children and I can't commit because, you know, of my children, then don't make a rule that I'm never going to date somebody with children again, because that's just insane. And that definitely lowers the dating pool. You know, when we start making rules about the type of person we're never going to date, you know, like I'm never going to date this person of this sign, then all of a sudden we find ourselves, you know, we can only date people born between, you know, these 2 weeks of the year. So it's safe for you to love. Don't make rules. Don't make rules. Be open, be honest, be smart with yourself, but don't let it confine you. Open yourself up to love. And openness yourself up to receiving love. For those of you who are in a relationship, spend some time with friends. Talk to your spiritual teachers, get a coach, have a guide if you need to see a therapist. I do see people around you that are there to help you. People around you that are there to help you. When I ask for guidance, there's definitely going to be a new level of love for you, and a new level of freedom and fun and excitement. So it looks like this is for, you know, those of you who are single and in a relationship. So if you're in a relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean a new person, but it's a new feeling you have with this person. The person that is that you may be thinking about, what I see with them is they might be kind of not around you as much. Perhaps they're not as open, they're not as forthcoming, they're not as acting as much as they should be, as much as like in love with you. And it looks like it definitely has to do with their career, perhaps even money issues. So when I ask what's going on with your partner, I do see separation. So they may have pulled back a little bit, and the reason they're pulling back is because of their business, their career, their work, and their money issues. So that's affecting them. And what the angels are telling me is to remind you, it's not about you. It's not about you. And when I ask for guidance for Valentine's Day, for those of you who celebrate it, I definitely see romantic feelings. So there might be something special in store for you, or you might have something special in store for your partner. So it looks great. I see you coming out of the cloud, Libras. And happy Valentine's Day. Have a beautiful end of the month, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.